In this lecture, I am going to talk about electromagnetic spectrum and typical applications. As the name indicates, an electromagnetic in short EM wave is a signal made of oscillating electric and magnetic fields. You have electric fields and magnetic fields. Both are oscillating and produces EM waves. That is, the signal information is manifested as changing electric and magnetic field intensities at a specified number of times per second. Okay, so you have the message signal, and the message signal is manifested, right? Manifested as a changing electric fields and magnetic fields, magnetic field intensities with a specified number of times per second oscillations, how fast it is oscillating. So the oscillations are sinusoidal in nature. If electric field oscillates like this vertically, then the magnetic field will oscillate like this. So it oscillates like this. So both are sinusoidal but 90-degree perpendicular. One is oscillating horizontally and another one is oscillating vertically. So the oscillations are sinusoidal in nature, and we know the oscillations are measured as cycles per second or in terms of hertz. That unit is hertz. The oscillations can be as low as 1 hertz. Okay, it could be possible, and it can extend up to a very large value. The entire range of frequencies that the EM wave can produce oscillations is termed as electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so let me list out one by one. So this electromagnetic spectrum is classified in terms of different frequency ranges and corresponding wavelength ranges. Okay, so that's what we generally follow. So the EM spectrum is divided into small segments, and each segment is given to a general nomenclature. Okay, each frequency is identified by end frequencies or wavelength, okay, that differ by a factor of 10. The first one is 30 Hertz to 300 Hertz. The corresponding wavelength is, if you calculate, it is going to be 10 power 7 to 10 power 6 meters. And the name for this range is extremely low frequency. Low frequency. So this is called ELF. And the application where we use is power line applications. The second one is, you take this guy, multiply by 10, so you'll get 300, and this one again multiply by 10, you will get 3000 hertz. So 300 hertz to 3000 hertz the corresponding wavelength is 10 power let's say 6 to 10 power 5 meters, and this is called voice frequency. And this is used face-to-face speech communication or intercom. And the intercom also operates in this frequency only. And then take this 300 hertz, multiply by 10, you will get 3000 hertz too, and that is 30,000 hertz, let's say 30 kilohertz. Okay, so this is the corresponding for this, the corresponding wavelength is 10 power 5 to 10 power 4, and this is called a very low frequency. VLF. And this very low frequency is used in submarine communication. Then again take this 3000 multiply by 10, you will get 30 kilohertz, and this is going to be 300 kilohertz, right? So the corresponding frequency or wavelength range is 10 power 4 to 10 power 3 meters. This also in meter, yes, meter, and this is called a low frequency. This is a nomenclature that is generally we follow. Low frequency, in short LF. Okay, and this is used in marine communication. This one is submarine and this one is marine. Marine communication. And then again multiply this guy by 10. The fifth one is 300 kilohertz to 3000 kilohertz. Let's say that is 3 megahertz. Okay, so again the corresponding wavelength range are 10 power 3 to 10 power 2 meters, and this is called medium frequency. Okay, and short form for this medium frequency is EMF. AM broadcasting, AM radio works on this frequency only. Amplitude modulation. And then again this 300 hertz, 300 kilohertz multiply by 10, you will get 3000 kilohertz. That let me say 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz. That is high frequency. Okay, so HF, and the typical application landline telephony. Okay, and then seventh one is 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. This is very high frequency, and here the range is 10 power 2 to 10 power 1 meters, and here the wavelength range is 10 power 1 to 10 power 0 meters. That means 1 meter, and this is very high frequency. And this very high frequency used in FM broadcasting, FM radio, then TV, television engineering, television. FM means frequency modulation. And then 30 megahertz by multiply by 10, then you'll get 300 megahertz to this 3000 megahertz, that is 3 gigahertz. Okay, so this is the frequency range, and the corresponding wavelength is 10 power 0 to 10 power minus 1 meter, and this one is ultra high frequency, and it is used in TV and cellular telephony. Your GSM operates at 900 megahertz, right, roughly, and 1800 megahertz, and then again multiply by 10, you'll get 3000 megahertz, that is 3 gigahertz up to 30 gigahertz, and that one is super high frequency. The corresponding wavelength is 10 power minus 1 to 10 power minus 2, super high frequency. So in short form, SHF. And this frequency is used in microwave oven, and radar. Okay, then 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz. This one is extremely high frequency, and the corresponding wavelength is in the range of 10 to the minus 2 to 10 to the minus 3. Extremely high frequency. Okay, this one is EHF, and this one is used in satellite communication and radar applications. Okay, and then again multiply by 10, you will get 300 gigahertz to, this is 3000 gigahertz. 3000 gigahertz is 3 terahertz, 10 power 12. So the range is wavelength range is 0.1 to 1 millimeter. Okay, so this is used for experimental purpose. Okay, experimental purpose for all new explorations. Then the next one is not like in terms of multiples of 10, 43 to 430 terahertz. Okay, the corresponding wavelength is 72.7 micrometer, and this corresponds to infrared actually, and this infrared is used in LED, then laser, and TV remote. TV remote is operating in this frequency range only. Then the next one is again by 10, 430 to 750 terahertz. This is 0.7 to 0.4 micrometer. This is visible light actually in this range. So visible light, optical communication. Okay, and then 750 to 3000 terahertz. Wavelength is 0.4 to 0.1 micrometer, and this is ultra violet. Okay, medical applications. And then greater than 3000 terahertz, and this is used in X-rays, gamma rays, and cosmic rays. The wavelength is less than 0.1 micrometer, and typical applications are X-ray, then gamma rays, and cosmic rays. And again, typical applications in medical field. That's it. So if you notice that each range is identified by end frequencies or wavelengths that differ by a factor of 10. See here, in this one, this 30 gigahertz becomes 300 gigahertz, and this 300 gigahertz becomes 3000 gigahertz, that is 3 terahertz. So similarly, you can look at here. So this also 3 gigahertz becomes 30 gigahertz. So the end frequencies are multiplied by 10. So the end frequencies differ by a factor of 10. So even though these are not crisp boundaries, communication fraternity have accepted them as convenient classification for all further discussions. Okay, so in each range, a typical application is only given as an example. Okay, but this is not exhaustive. So these all are like typical examples. That's it. So don't take it as it is. So you can explore some other applications also in that frequency range. So the choice of application is the one which is more common among the public. So these applications. Okay. So apart from this detailed classification, the EM spectrum is also broadly classified into two broad categories. Okay, namely audio frequency. So AF, and the frequency range is 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, and the radio frequency RF, and the frequency range is greater than 20 kilohertz. That's all. Okay, so audio frequency 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, then greater than 20 kilohertz is called radio frequency. Okay, so the range is greater than 20 kilohertz. Okay, so let me stop at this point. Thank you very much.